Page 19, Arkansas Traveler. It's a famous piece, famous melody. We're still in C major, common time, or 4/4 time. Hands will move around a little more. Let's just look at this. At the beginning, your second finger's on middle C. So you're down here, sort of, except if you look a little bit later, those two quarter notes, hopefully you know those are A's. Just here, you got to move your thumb down. You're not moving the hand, you're just moving the thumb. Leave the rest of the fingers where they are. So it's one, staccatos, and that's really about the only tricky part here until you get to the last two measures. They're on the second line. You're coming up here, rhythm, starting out with an eighth notes. 1 and 2 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's a little weird when they put the short note and then a long note and then a short note. 1 and 2 and, because then the notes are coming on the and. It's kind of fun. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A little tricky, but work it out really slowly with the counting and you'll get it. It's important that you be able to get these rhythms on your own without having to hear me or somebody else play them first, is what I'm getting at. Try and figure it out on your own and then check it with others and see what's going on. In the left hand, we're starting out down here with fifth finger on C. 2, 3, 4. These G's in the second measure are melody, so you got to play them out with melody. And then you can come back down soft. And then the next measure, third finger on the F, so you got to come up one to F sharp and then G. And then the last note in the first line is melody again, so play it louder. And then soft, go loud, soft. Can you do that? In the second line, second measure, the two G's, that's melody. You got to play those out a little louder. And then it's soft the rest of the way. And in the last two measures, just reach down. It's an octave between the last note you played and the G and the last measure. So just... And once you reach down and you get to the G, you can clap your hand. Claps it, and like so. In the second measure, in the right hand, you see that C has a little line under it? That's called a tenuto line. It means to hang on to that note full value and maybe a little extra. Really linger on that note. So don't hold it as a half note. Just don't cut it short. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You maybe just a hair past 4, but that's it. And then you go on. And the next measure, can you do the staccatos and the legatos? So in the right hand, but in the left hand, it's connected. They don't have to be real short staccatos. You can do it that way. And if you're going to do long staccatos, you can do this up and down motion. This flicking thing is more for a really short staccato, but you can, actually I use the wrist for it. It's a wrist staccato. Then in the second line, second measure, again, you got that tenuto under the C. Hang on to that, don't cut it short. And then in the next measure, you got this thing going on. You got that rhythm, because the left hand's playing on the beat. 1, 2, 3, but the right hand's going nuts. 1. You see how the notes line up between the two stabs? They first play together. And then the right hand gets the G by itself. Then the left hand plays the E by itself. And then the right hand plays the A by itself. Isn't this fun? And then the next notes are together. So work it out. 1 and 2 and 3. And you'll get that. Then in the last measure, slurring in the right hand, staccato in the left. They don't have to be really short staccatos, but staccato. It's kind of important. So it's getting a little trickier as we go through this. Let's try this out slowly. So the right hand starts here. the left hand's here. Alright, I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, and ready, and go, and. Rest. Rest.